We're coming up for Kiddush Cup votes this year, and there's a few players in there that you'd be interested about. There's one Leon Burston, Wally Berman, and a past player, Ricky Chazen. You're a Brownlow medalist. Who's going to win the Kiddush Cup?
I reckon Burston, probably because of his hair, I think.
Yeah, you think the hair is the secret? The umpires notice it, do they?
Oh, they certainly do. Once the wind gets through the hair, flows back and then it catches the umpire's eye all the time.
Well, that's what we always thought, because Burston really never should get a kick in football, but he gets a lot of votes.
Oh, well, that's the way footy goes.
Thanks a lot. A famous player, Robert DiPierdomenico. Welcome. Great to be down here with the Hawthorn Football Club.
Yeah, it's good to see you boys here.
Thanks. First of all, guy by the name of David Miller, does he suggest any funny stories that come to mind?
Oh, David, the entrepreneur.
The entrepreneur?
Is he out in the audience?
Yes, he's definitely there.
How's things going, David? Twilight Zone.
Yeah, that's what he's into.
That's what he's into.
Right. One other question. You must have heard of a tough little nuggety player who got Grossi. What do you think his chances?
Good player. Excellent player.
What do you reckon his chances are of the Kiddush Cup this year? After all, you did win a Brownlow.
Well, therefore, I mean, look, if I got a chance to win the Brownlow, Kiddush, you got this sewn up.
Well, thanks a lot for coming down, and good luck for a good season.
Thank you very much. See you, boys.
See you. Green again at the Hawthorn Club. Russell, a couple of years ago, our captain came and played in the thirds, and he was asked to leave after a controversial situation. His nickname is Pretty Boy. Is there any truth in that?
Well, he was a good-looking bloke, and a few of the tried to get him in the showers.
That's fair enough. How do you think he'll go in the Kiddush Cup this year?
Well, David was a great player down here, apart from his tendencies to the other sex, but great player, and I'm sure he'll do very well. And centre-half forwards normally pull the votes, and I'm sure he'll do very well. Good luck, mate.
Thanks a lot, Russell. Okay. Gary Buckenara, named Bucky, similar to a rover that plays for Ajax. Have you heard of young Bucky?
Well, apparently the rumours around that the few talent scouts have taken a lot of notice of his high marking, and apparently, there's a big chance that he could be down at one of the league clubs next year.
That's right. Unfortunately, he suffered a similar mishap to yourself. You can probably relate to him with his unfortunate injury.
Yeah, apparently he went up for a mark and did his knee, and that's probably the end of his league career.
Well, you've heard it here. Well, let's hope he can come back. Now, do you think Banyul Burston's got any chance of winning the Kiddush Cup?
Well, I don't see why not. There's been plenty of good one-legged footballers around, and plenty of blokes stealing liniment from all clubs. So, so long as he doesn't steal too much liniment, he's got a big chance. Okay, then thanks a lot for that. Now, famous full forward, Peter. You're famous for your great goal-kicking sense and agility around the goals. Is there anyone at Ajax in that very attacking forward line who you like?
Well, probably the main one I'd think of would be Gavoni. I think he's an excellent player.
Here we have with us one of the doyen of football commentators, Drew Morford. Drew, who in your opinion is going to win this year's Kiddush Cup?
Well, I feel that I'm quite capable of making a judgment here, because I've seen plenty of the D-grade amateurs as well as VFL football. Look, I reckon the back pocket come ruck rover, Bushy Durston, would have to be a very big chance. Along with the dasher from the back line, I reckon the gun Silver, fantastic player. But what about the ruckman? Lanky Lurch Levine would be a big chance to get the major votes. But look, for pure entertainment value and for his Jackson look-alike and the famous little shuffle, I reckon absolute Monty is Cookie.
Well, thank you. There you have it, Drew Morford. Thank you.
Okay, Barras, who's your tip for the Kiddush?
Well, Captain, I'm a firm believer in playing coaches, and it's got to be Feldy, and Ajax is a very, very good washing powder.
Geelong Star, your tip for the Kiddush Cup?
The what cup? The Kiddush Cup.
The Kiddush Cup.
Well, the Kiddush Cup, I think, well, you couldn't go past Pretty Boy Briskin, could you? He's had a fair year, hasn't he? Is he still playing?
He's still playing. From one Pretty Boy to another, I'm sure that's the tip. Thanks, Sam.
Tommy Layoff, living legend of the game. Who's your tip for the Kiddush?
Well, it's pretty hard, but if you go look back and see the club record holder, Dave City's Seagull.
Thanks, Tom. H. Beitzel. H, what's your tip for the Kiddush?
Well, this Kiddush Cup, I know it's important, but we've been giving away these other cups, this Foster's Cup. How you doing, John? Nice to see you. All the best to you, John Elliott. Foster's, John.
H, the tip for the Kiddush.
But the big Kiddush Cup, well, look, there's two fellas I really think, Captain. There's Bruce Josh. Now, he's that lad that's come from Darwin or the islands, you know. Looks very much like Morris Rioli. Now, he's got a lot of speed. He's a bit of a dark horse, I'd say.
But who's your tip, H?
I didn't want to give this out because, you know, as an umpire, I'm used to keeping things confidential. But I think the rubber man. I think the condom boy will win it. I think Ricky Friedman is a certainty. And good luck to you with that big head of yours.
Thank you, H. Weren't those highlights fantastic? And now, with any luck, we're going to cross live to the sporting offices of the Sunday Press to join Scotty Palmer. Scott, can you hear me?
Yes, Captain, I can hear you quite well, and I'd like to welcome all the boys from Ajax to the press room at the Sunday Press.
That's great. Scott, thanks for watching the video so patiently. Before we get around to the Kiddush Cup, can you tell us your own individual highlights of the video?
Well, Captain, I was very disturbed by the all-in brawl in round 1 against Camberwell, which resulted in the amateur inquiry, and the VAFA even confiscated that videotape of the match. Also, the decking of Ricky Rubberman Freeman against Hampton. That was another highlight of the season. And an individual effort, Bucky's mark against Hailbury. What a sensation. The team efforts, well, there were quite a few. That 7-goal last quarter to beat Preston, I'll never forget that one. And the gutsy win in front of the old players against arch-rivals Alstonwick. Never seen Feldy so excited in the rooms after that match. He almost blew his top, the old boy. And one ex-player even said after that match it was the best win in 31 years. I didn't think we knew about 31. He's only about 17 years old, that bloke. Anyway, Siggy's, I love him breaking that record, and God bless him.
That's great. Scotty, the moment that everybody's been waiting for now, the presentation of the Kiddush Cup. The room is buzzing with anticipation. Could you tell us your own thoughts on that one?
Well, we've been around the traps all this week, all the grounds, even read the Jewish news, and been to Glicks and queued up for bagels. We've even listened to Rabbi Gutnick's sermon at the Elwood Shul. That was quite an experience for a Protestant like me, I can tell you that. But the strong word to win the cup is Stern or Sumo Mikmucker. I know whoever got that name has got me buffaloed, but really I fancy Mopsy Gross to win the cup, and I hope he does because he's a good boy and he keeps on punching.